I wanted to teach a couple more nervous system regulation tools. That one of them is a yogic pranayama meaning a breathing tool, technique, meditation type thing. And the other two are some tools that I learned from people online again. One will be, I actually don't know the name, I'll show you when we do that one, but it's just a throwing of an object from left to right. So has to do with crossing something over the left and right sides of your body, which creates a sense of calmness throughout your nervous system, something to do with bringing objects back and forth, helps to regulate and balance our nervous system. And I'll go into detail about that when we do that one. And I think so far we might finish off with some gentle orienting, which has to do with sensing our environment, which would be kind of like a little short meditation to finish off. And if I come up with anything else as we go that I want to share, I will do that as well. So I hope you are having a good day or night, and I hope you enjoy what we're about to do. So wherever you are when you're watching this, see if you can sit yourself comfortably. You can do it standing as well, but if you're seated, if you're sitting on a chair, in a car, on the floor, anywhere really. Or lying down. You could do this lying down, but I find, especially with alternate nostril breathing, sitting up allows me at least to feel more present in my body. So especially with breathing techniques, I like to feel really grounded in my body, because it can sometimes it can make you feel a little bit spacey, so you actually want to ground that spaciousness into your body rather than kind of feel like you're leaving out through the top of your head, which can sometimes happen. I mean, no, I don't mean literally, I just mean that sense of not feeling as connected to the present moment. So I'm just going to have some water before we start. Okay, so alternate nostril breathing is breathing in and out through your left nostril and your right nostril, in through one, out through the other, in through the other side, back out through the left side. And you go from left to right, and this breathing in and out from the left to the right side of the body starts to really balance out the left and right sides of your body systems, the left and right side of your brain. It seems to, well, what I learned when I did my yoga training was, or what I was told was, that it balances the hot and cold, the heating and cooling parts of your body and your immune system. So it's supposedly quite good for your immune system, for bringing your body and your system back into balance. Generally anything that crosses over the left and the right side of the body brings the body into balance as well. I just got a little bit distracted. Hello, whoever's on the live stream. So we will give this a go, and by trying it, you will find out for yourself how that feels. But I find it very mentally calming as well, and it's a really gentle way to relax your nervous system and whatever mood and state you're in. Okay, so we'll start this off. We're going to start, whoever's just jumped on, we're just starting with alternate nostril breathing. So to begin, now I tend to, if my arms get tired, I will change the fingers around all the arms by holding, but for now we'll start actually with the right hand. So you're placing your right thumb over your right nostril, and choose one of these fingers, so pinky or to close the left nostril after you breathe in. So I'll just give you an example. So close the left nostril, breathe in through this right, close. Up close and personal with my breath. But I'm going to sit up now. We're going to sit up now to go through that. We're just going to do that for a few minutes, just breathing left to right. And as we're doing this, see if you can really allow yourself to relax into the process, because the breathing from left to right is going to start to really relax you mentally, physically, emotionally. And then you just want to actually allow yourself, not through any kind of forced effort, but just a softening to actually allow yourself and your body to relax deeper into it. So let's start here, breathing into the right nostril. Close that right nostril. Breathing out through the left. Breathing into the left. Close your left nostril. Breathing out through your right. And again, breathing in through the right. Close your right nostril. Open the left and breathe out. Okay, we're going to keep going left to right. So just follow along with me until I guide you out of that and just really relax into it. And I'm just changing arms here because my arms can get tired. So continue breathing in and out, left to right. I'm going to try and do this for 1 more minute just to give you the experience of how it can really calm you down and center you and energize you as well. It'll enliven you mentally. So just continuing to breathe left to right. I'm just going to go a little bit longer, maybe 10-ish more rounds. So let's really relax into this last bit here. Hi Steve, we're doing alternate nostril breathing meditation, so you might have to watch back to know what's going on. So 3 more rounds, breathing in left to right. You can gently relax out of that, so stopping that breathing in and out left to right and just breathing again, normally through your nose or through your mouth if you need to. We'll just take a few breaths here, in and out through both nostrils. And just notice how you feel mentally, in your body, in your mood. after that breathing, if you notice any change at all. You might not notice any change, but most people do. So just another breath here, and then we'll move into the next exercise. Okay, awesome. All right, so hopefully you're feeling good after that, or something, you'll notice something. So we've been going for 10 minutes already. Wow, okay. So this next exercise, I learned from a YouTuber named Corey T. She does more manifestation YouTube videos, and she's great, a wonderful person from my experience of her. And I'm pretty sure she learnt this from someone else. And this is a really simple nervous system regulation tool you can do, which I think draws from the premise of EMDR, which is a form of therapy that helps with PTSD and anxiety, and really is based on this idea of stimulating the left and the right side of the body in a rhythm which brings the nervous system into a state of balance and regulation. So when a person is going through therapy of some sort, usually there's some talk therapy, a memory will be brought up, a belief will be brought up, and this motion or this stimulation is happening left to the right side of the body, which brings the system into calm. So it can help reprogram these patterns of stress, these old traumas, help to bring peace and resolution to traumas. A lot of people have a lot of success with it. I did some at one stage, but I'm pretty sure that this theory of the crossing of the left to the right side of the body would be connected to and drawn from EMDR as well. Don't quote me on that, but I'm just guessing. So right now in my hand I have gloves that I've just kind of folded up just as an object to cross left to right, but you can use anything. Like if I really need to, I will use my phone and I'll use that. Or you could have a pen, or you could have a ball, or anything you can find, a beanie, so anything just to cross left to right. I tend to prefer things that aren't too heavy because my arms will get tired if I'm going for a certain amount of time, so which is quite why I like this this glove here. Okay, so find something that you can cross across your body and just literally just gently throwing it left to right, or you can gently place it in your hand. It's still going to have the same effect, but especially with something light like a ball, it's just that gentle throwing. And this crossing from the left to the right side of the body really starts to calm your system down. And what I love about this, like obviously I'm looking up, I'm talking, and I'm doing this exercise. Like I don't have to be really internal about it. I don't have to close my eyes and focus in the same kind of way as that alternate nostril breathing. Like you don't actually have to focus too heavy with that alternate nostril breathing, but I find it's more relaxing and the meditation is quite deep. Sometimes you lose your object. But yeah, so you can be out and about. Like this is something you can do, say if you're at a cafe or you're somewhere. People are often naturally doing things like this, throwing things around just for entertainment, not realizing they're actually benefiting the nervous system. They're actually soothing themselves. So just left to right. I find this one really helpful if I've had something being triggered up, my thoughts start racing, I can consciously know that what I'm worried about isn't an issue, but for whatever reason, my nervous system or my system is triggered and activated, and I can't bring that buzzy energy down. So sometimes, I might just sit in my car or wherever I am, and if I remember, grab something like this and just do this, and I'll let my thoughts race as I'm doing it, and eventually my body will start calming down, my thoughts will settle, and that internal wisdom that we all have, that internal knowing, that more calm, more adult voice internally will come in and remind me of, everything's cool and the solutions to the situations will arise, and I'll just be reminded internally that everything's okay because I'm not in that freak out state, which is just like a fight and flight state basically. So you just keep going for as long as you want. You can literally, like with the alternate nostril breathing, you can set a timer on your phone or whatever, or a watch or something. Just maybe 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, however long you want to go for. And just keep going until you feel that you're in a place where you're like, okay, I'm feeling better now. Or you get that feeling of relief, down regulation, where your system settles and you kind of have a bit more freedom in your own psyche and your body. So we'll just do this a little bit longer. Like even as I'm speaking right now, as I'm doing this, I can feel my body going into a bit of a shake. So any dysregulation in my system is kind of going, oh, we're ready to release. That shaking is your nervous system's way of releasing stored tension and stress. So this is clearly working for me now. And the temperature in my body is changing, so you can sometimes get that the chills, and the chills is the nervous system. Well, that's how I experience it. It might be something else, but I'm assuming it is. So we'll go just a little bit longer. And then after this, we're just going to finish off with a very kind of chilled out meditation where we use the auditory, so we use our listening ears to listen in to our environment. And that namaste, is that Vinay Goda? Namaste to you too. So we listen to our environment, and while listening to your environment, you're naturally listening for sounds of safety or threat, which signals to your nervous system, okay, in this moment my environment is safe, I can relax and get into a more parasympathetic state, which is the rest and restore rejuvenation state. And if we hear, say you might hear a loud sound, a voice, some kind of sound of danger that signals threat, and your nervous system will naturally activate into a sympathetic state to either protect you by running, fighting, freezing. So we do this all the time, but it's just a really nice thing you can add in to manually kind of signal safety to your body, where you actually consciously, I'll finish off with this part of the switching across the body as well, but you're consciously listening to your environment to actually go, see, we're safe. And the nervous system will go, relaxing a little bit more. Okay, so we'll finish up with this crossing across our body. I'm just going to get a little bit of water. Probably finish up around the 20-minute mark, I reckon. Okay. So here we are. I'm just going to finish off with this little meditation. So close your eyes, purely because that's going to help you really focus on your hearing senses. So close your eyes, relax your shoulders, just settle wherever you are, standing, sitting, lying down. Take a few relaxing breaths here. And as you're breathing, just start listening for anything you can hear. Now, some of you might be in a really noisy environment, and everything is sound and everything is clamoring. And distinguishing the different sounds might be the task for you, because it might be a bit of a blur. And some people might be in a really quiet environment where they're just hearing the sound of cars in the distance, or trees and wind, the sound of an air conditioner or a fire, the sound of TV or radio, or you might even be hearing music. But just notice for anything you can hear. And you're just really focusing in on that sense, just the hearing. You're breathing and you're relaxed still, but you're just listening. And notice as well, how is your body feeling by what you're hearing? So if you're hearing an environment that feels relaxing, that feels obviously safe to you, there's no sense of threat around you, notice how your body is feeling as you're listening. And if you're in an environment where there's a lot of stimulation, a lot of noise, maybe some unpredictability. There's a lot of movement, maybe there's a lot of people. Just notice how your body is responding to that as well. You may not be as relaxed. You may be a little more activated, a little on a high alert. And that's okay too. Like that's the strength of our nervous system, to be able to adapt to wherever we are. And it's that ability to be conscious of what's happening internally that gives us the freedom, because we have some choice around how we use what's going on internally. So just listening in, taking a few breaths here. And just before we finish up, just see if you can listen for sounds behind you, just to get a sense of your orientation in time and space. Anything you can hear coming from behind you. And then bring that listening forward and see if you can hear anything coming from the direction in front of you. Just focusing your hearing more in that direction. What sounds, if any, are coming from in front of you? Or at least they appear to be coming from in front of you. And then to your sides, listening really to both the left and the right side. So out on the sides of each ear, what sounds are coming from the sides of you? Okay, and bring your attention and focus kind of inside of your body again. And I just want you to feel into your belly while you're sitting here. And just feel into your breathing and see if you can bring your breath into your belly area. So just try and expand your belly as you breathe in. And breathe out. And just gently breathe out through your mouth as well. So breathe in through your nose if you're able to. And out through your mouth. And bringing that focus into your belly area. So seeing if you can really expand your belly. Breathe out through your mouth. Couple more times. One more time. And then come back to more of a natural breath. See if you can breathe in and out through your nose. And if you can't, for whatever reason, breathing in and out through your mouth is okay too. Okay, I think we're pretty much done. So when you're ready, if you haven't already, you can open your eyes. And I hope that everything we did today was at least of some benefit, and maybe you noticed a difference, maybe not, that's okay too. Depends what's going on in your system. You might have needed a different type of expression to regulate your nervous system. But if you did notice any benefit or notice anything going on, feel free to let me know in the comments. And I hope you had a good time, and it was nice to be here with you. So thanks for meditating with me. Oh, my pleasure. Thank you, Ellie. I appreciate that. Eli or Ellie. Thank you. Okay. Well, I hope you have a good day or evening, and I will see whoever is here again next time. Okay, bye-bye.